Liberty Baseball returns home on Friday to open up a three-game series with Coastal Carolina. And here to tell us all about that is the head coach, Jim Toman. And, Coach, before we talk about Coastal Carolina, you had I want to call it an open weekend last weekend. Were you able to get away from baseball and spend some time with the family?
Well, with my kids, yeah, I spent a lot of time with them. But we had our players in lifting and doing Pilates and hitting a little bit and getting ground balls. So it wasn't really. A lot of people asked me if I had some time off during exams. I was like, no, I don't remember that. So it was a pretty busy time actually.
Well, first and foremost, academically, how did the kids finish up the semester? You got away for exams, so how'd those go?
Well, if you talk to the players, they did great. But then when the grades come in about a week, we won't get the final grades for about a week. And hopefully what they said they did is reality. Sometimes a guy will say they have a 3.2 and it comes back at 2.6. But I think we're usually pretty good academically. I think last year had like 23 guys with a 3.0 or better. I think almost everyone did very well, and they work hard and they're good students. And we've got a good academic support program. Christy Bites does a great job over there. So I'm hoping in the next 3-4 days maybe we get some back, and then within a week we'll know exactly where everyone is.
You got back to game action Wednesday at Virginia. What did you tell the troops after the game was over?
Well, I told them that was a good experience for us. Obviously, we wanted to win, but we didn't play extremely well. But Virginia's a really good team. It was just a good experience for us. We found two pitchers that threw really well. We might be able to use Evans and Parks down the road. They pitched really well last night in a tough environment. And I just told the players to flush that quick because Friday, here we're playing Coastal Carolina, which is our big rival in the conference, and they've always won the conference, and we have a chance to win the Big South Conference regular season outright on Friday. And I said, we're going to have a good practice today or tonight, and get ready for tomorrow. I think the guys will be excited. But it was a good experience at Virginia, sort of like a regional atmosphere. So if we're fortunate enough to get into a regional in a couple weeks, that'll be a good experience to lean on.
You touched on Adam Parks, one of your relievers. What did you see from him against the Cavaliers, and what's been the message to him next time out?
Well, he threw hard last night. He had an 85, 87 slider. He ran it up to 93 or 94. He's had the potential. He just hasn't quite turned the corner yet. He came out of high school. He was hurt a little bit, had Tommy John, and got his feet wet a little bit last year. Had a decent summer, a really good summer. And then early in the spring, didn't pitch very well. Had a couple outings that didn't go his way. He's grinded it out, and he's worked in the bullpen. And I'm hoping he can help us down the road. I mean, he's a really quality kid and has a good arm. So hopefully he'll help us.
We all know that what the rivalry with Coastal is all about. What's it like coaching in a rivalry like that?
Well, Coach Gilmore has done an unbelievable job at Coastal Carolina. They've been one of the top mid-major programs in the country for the last 15 years, and they're down a little bit this year because they're young and they're hurt a little bit. Their number one guy went down, so they're in a little bit different situation now. We beat them twice last year in the tournament, kind of got over the hump a little bit there, and they're not having a great year. But I've talked to several teams in the last couple of weeks that have been playing well, and we'll face a kid tomorrow night throwing 88 to 92, and I'm sure they're if we don't play well, we're not going to win. Now we're at home, and the guys know what's online. We've got to win one game to win the conference, and I'd like to win it against Coastal and maybe jump in that dog pile.
Speaking of dog piles and what is to come, I'm sure you saw the national attention that this program got on ESPNU Saturday. Big, probably 5 minutes worth with Kyle Peterson talking about this club. Do you embrace those, or is it some ways a distraction maybe to the team in some ways late in the season?
No, I think the guys are fine with it. It's good to get publicity. They say any type of publicity is good. I'd rather have the positive type, and I'm happy for the program. It's just another platform for our school and our mission here at Liberty. So anytime we get national attention, it's awesome. And the players take it with a grain of salt. I mean, we realize we got to finish strong just to get in a regional, and we're not worried about hosting. Now, if we go 6-1 and do well in the tournament, we have a chance to host because of this beautiful facility. But the players, you like that type of publicity, and we want people nationally talking about us because a lot more people figure out that we're the top Christian school in the country that way. So all that publicity is good. You just got to keep the players level-headed and make sure that we just play one game at a time.
Well put, Coach. Look forward to the series this weekend with Coastal Carolina.
All right, thanks a lot.
Say Coach Jim Toman. Don't forget, first pitch on Friday is at 7 o'clock right here in Lynchburg. For the coach, I'm Alan York for the Liberty Flames Sports Network.